that's got to be inspire a lot of confidence in the guys as you close out the regular season.
Yeah, and we played really well too. I thought Bowling Green played well, but there's been times during the course of the year that we've won games where I felt like, geez, if it wasn't for our goaltending, we would not have won. Not to say that Noah didn't play well, and he did. I thought he played well both nights, but I thought as a team, the games were pretty darn even in terms of territory. I've been looking for less play in our zone, more play in the offensive zone, and I started seeing it. And so to me, that was pretty uplifting. And so yeah, I think we should gain a lot of confidence from that series. And as I said, I thought Bowling Green played well too. It's not like they came out flat; they were humming. So it was a great series. It was hard fought, and now we're hoping to duplicate that again this weekend.
Bemidji coming to town this weekend. Now they're obviously just 1 point ahead of you in the CCHA standings. How big is this series for placement as you guys both compete for that last spot of home ice in the CCHA playoffs?
Well, it is big, and so was last weekend. Though we wanted to position ourselves so that this would be a big weekend. This weekend's big, and then you know what? A week from now, when I'm sitting in here, I'm going to tell you that upcoming weekend's big, and then the next weekend's the last regular season, and that'll be big. So, every game seems to take on a lot, and it's great. It's the way it should be, and even if you're just battling, trying to go from 7 to 6, 6 to 5, it doesn't matter. You're going to battle. But I think the guys have put us in a position, though, when you're battling to try to get into a top 4 spot and home ice in the first round. I do think, hats off to the guys for putting us in this position and winning games and having a good weekend last weekend to allow this to be even more meaningful than just one spot in the standings.
Bemidji's a team that you guys have played really close even this season. You guys played really close at their place. What are you expecting to see from them as they come here to Big Rapids?
Well, they're well coached. Tom Serratori does an outstanding job with that team. They're aggressive, but intelligently aggressive, and that they're going to pursue the puck. They're going to pressure the puck, but they're not going to give you odd man rushes the other direction. So, it's more of what we see kind of night in, night out in the CCHA, and they're no different. It's almost like there's been a style of play that's kind of been adopted in the CCHA that seems to be fairly aggressive and heavy in terms of pressure on the puck. These guys will be no different.
Blake was just talking about, how the atmosphere last weekend was great at Bowling Green. What are you expecting to see this weekend from your home arena?
Yeah, well, it was great last weekend. It was rocking. It had quite a bit of atmosphere. It was electric in that rink, and that was both nights, start to finish. And I would assume we'd have the exact same thing here. I think it's been a while since we've had a team that's been in the hunt for home ice. We're starting to win games. We're moving up in the standings, and I fully expect that we're going to have good crowds, and they'll be into it. We've got the Red Out on Saturday. I guess it's Red Out all weekend, but Saturday in particular for Women's Heart Health, which is an awesome cause. So I expect, from what I understand, big crowds and boisterous as well.
Noah's had an outstanding season this year. Last week, no difference. He showed up when you needed him most. Where do you think his play ranks among the nation right now?
Yeah, I know there's some guys with slightly better numbers, but I'd be hard pressed to think anyone's playing better than he is. I think he's been playing great. He's been really good ever since the second half of the year. And he just makes it look easy too, which is a real tribute to him to be able to go out there, make the saves he does, and actually make it look easy. I think that is a tribute to him.
From going a dominant performance against Bowling Green, how do you plan to take that momentum, those things that were perfect in that series, into a Bemidji State series where all you need is to gain more points than Bemidji and you'll be in the 4th spot?
Well, that's a good question because we came back and you think, boy, you'd like to get right to it and practice, but that was such a physical series with Bowling Green that, and we expended a lot of energy, not just physical energy, but emotional energy, and we gave the guys Monday off. We've been doing that quite a bit in the second half to allow them to recharge, as we don't have any weekends off in the second half. So we elected to take Monday off. I thought Tuesday we kind of, the guys were still, there's kind of guys with a lot of bumps and bruises, a little banged up. So We practiced. The guys skated hard, but there wasn't a lot of contact. I think, today, Wednesday, and tomorrow, these are big days for us now in practice. I thought the guys practiced well today. We need another day like that. But, we get to this point in the year, and probably the most important thing really is rest. And as I said, it's physical rest. It's taking care of nagging, pains, maybe a sprain, this or that. But it's also emotional rest, too. So, I think the guys are doing a good job of looking out after themselves, making sure they're getting the rest they need at night, the nutrition they need, so that they can play optimally on the weekends.